Hey guys, what's going on? It's ya boy Bowser Jr. Fan 13, and guess what today is? That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's my birthday, and I'm officially 20 years old. Isn't that surprising? I mean, that is so cool. I'm finally in my 20s. I'm a full grown adult. But anyways, today we're back with another top 10. In fact, actually, I've got a little treat for you guys. I'm going to be uploading 5 videos in this one specific day for all of you for supporting me. And of course, one of the first videos is going to be a top 10, and that top 10 is going to be based around Super Mario. Now, I've talked about Mario in my channel previously. Like, I've already talked about how it's my #1 favorite franchise, and I talked about my favorite games, but you know, I never really got to talk about my favorite characters throughout the series, because Mario has a lot of wonderful, iconic characters throughout the whole entire game series. So why not do a top 10 on it? And before anyone asks, yes, for this list, I'm also going to be counting characters from spin-offs like the Donkey Kong Country games, Wario Land, WarioWare, Yoshi's Island, Luigi's Mansion, etc., etc. So without further ado, let's get into this action, shall we? Okay, so number 10 is going to be going to Princess Daisy. Out of all the princesses in the Mario series, like, everyone has their fans. People love Peach, people love Rosalina, everyone loves Pauline, despite the fact that she's not actually a princess. But me, I'm more of a fan of Daisy. And why is that? Well, Daisy is the princess of her own kingdom called Sarasaland. She debuted in Super Mario Land, and she was kidnapped one time and saved by Mario. Then after that, she hasn't been kidnapped. And I mean, I wonder why Bowser never kidnaps Daisy. Maybe probably because she's the exact opposite of Princess Peach, where she's more strong and tough and energetic. She's more hyper. You could tell by her interactions in the games. She is more hyper and interactive with the characters, and she's one of the most toughest princesses you'll ever see. And that's why I love Daisy. She's so fun to be around, and she's so full of life, and she is incredibly strong, especially in the Smash Bros. Series. Daisy is just a one-of-a-kind girl that just makes your heart smile, and I'm glad that Luigi has her. Okay, so coming in at number 9, we have a character from the WarioWare series. And this character is by far my most favorite WarioWare character. And as the song goes...
Who's the girl next door living in the haunted mansion? Better learn my name, 'cause it's Ashley.
Yep, that's right, it's Ashley. Out of all the WarioWare characters, Ashley is hands down my most favorite character throughout that series. And you know, despite the fact that Wario is a somewhat criminal and a crook and the exact opposite of Mario, and he's evil and greedy for money, who would have thought that someone like him would actually have any friends? Especially becoming friends with characters like Ashley. But regardless, Ashley is hands down one of the coolest characters that he's ever met. She's basically a little girl who is also a somewhat masterful magic user and a witch. And she lives in this very scary haunted mansion with her best friend Red. And basically, I don't know too much of her motives, but she's just trying to master all sorts of different spells, and basically she also wants to make friends. I mean, despite her negative attitude and her cold shoulder attitude and her being, like, you know, antisocial, she's at least somewhat kind. I mean, she's not like the most nicest character throughout the series, but at least she's trying. And hey, who doesn't want to be friends with Ashley? She seems like a pretty cool character. I mean, she has all sorts of different magic spells as shown in the games, and I would love to become friends with someone who can master magic. So Ashley is, of course, the greatest character in that series.
I'll be the world's greatest witch.
Okay, so coming in at number 8, we have one of Mario's greatest rivals / best friends, and he's without a doubt one of the characters who has his own series. He comes from the jungle, and he's the king of the jungle. I present to you, Donkey Kong! Yep, ladies and gentlemen, we of course are talking about Donkey Kong. So anyways, Donkey Kong is basically one of Mario's friends slash rivals slash enemies that he's met throughout the years, but nowadays Mario and Donkey Kong are really good friends. So basically he's this ape that lives in his own island called Congo Island, and he lives in the jungle with his animal friends and stuff. Like, not much needs to be said, but he's usually protecting his island alongside his friends against many vicious monsters, like those Antarctical creatures from Tropical Freeze, those Tiki guys, and of course the Kremlins and King K. Rool. But regardless, Donkey Kong is hands down a really wonderful character, and he's so cool. I mean, he's very funny too, and humorous, and quite strong. He really packs the punch, and his games are also really fun to play. I mean, I love enjoying the Donkey Kong Country games. I think if I have to say what's my favorite Donkey Kong game out of all of them, I'd say probably it will go to the first Donkey Kong Country on the Super Nintendo. That one is a classic, and it's one that I totally recommend picking. I mean, come on, Donkey Kong is just amazing. Who doesn't like him? Alright, so at number 7 we have the princess, or maybe I should say goddess of the cosmos, Rosalina. Alright, so Rosalina is by far one of the greatest characters in the Mario series, and I think even though Daisy's my favorite princess, Rosalina is probably my most favorite female character in the Mario series. So let me explain why. Alright, so Rosalina's backstory is that she was a little girl who I think was all alone by herself, or I think she didn't have any family or something. Not really sure what happened in her backstory that much, but as far as I know, she was adopted by these star creatures called Lumas, who she made friends with. And basically, after spending all of her years through the space and the atmosphere outside of Earth, she now somewhat became the princess of the cosmos, and she protects the Lumas and the entire galaxy to herself. So she's kind of like the heroic goddess of space, and that's pretty amazing. And Rosalina definitely masters the cosmos with her cosmetic power, as shown in Smash Bros, Mario Galaxy, and many different other iterations. But Rosalina is overall just really cool and really awesome. And she's probably the most beautiful character of all time.
Woohoo! Here we go!
Alright, so number 6 is going to the King of Koopas himself, Bowser. Alright, say what you want about Bowser, but hey, he may be one of Mario's biggest villains, and sure, there are villains better than Bowser. In fact, Bowser may not be my number 1 favorite character, but he's still a very classic and respectable villain that you gotta love, and he's very iconic. So Bowser, of course, is the ruler of the his own kingdom, the Koopa Kingdom, and he's the ruler of his many minions. His whole main goal is basically he wants to conquer the Mushroom Kingdom by any means necessary, and he'll do whatever he needs to do, especially when it comes to Princess Peach, the ruler of that kingdom. And he basically mostly does things by kidnapping her and locking her up in her castle. No wonder why we're all like, but your princess is in another castle, but well, whatever. Anyways, even though Bowser constantly loses to Mario, he never gives up, and that's probably one of the biggest things why people love Bowser, because despite constantly failing to Mario, he never gives up because he's constantly gonna keep on trying and trying. And even though it's the whole kidnapping Princess Peach thing is a bit repetitive, you can't help it because at least the Mario adventures get more unique and unique the further you go, because Bowser's plans constantly change throughout the years, and they're mostly getting pretty unique, not gonna lie. But yeah, overall Bowser is such an amazing villain and just a wonderful one to look at too. Number 5 is going to Mario's younger brother Luigi. So why exactly is Luigi my favorite character? Well, I'll tell you why. I mean, despite being in his brother's shadow from time to time and getting getting less of the fame than him, at least Luigi has his own moments that make him very unique, and he has some of his greatest moments of all time. Like, of course, he also has his own game series, the Luigi's Mansion series, which, you gotta admit, Luigi's Mansion is such a pretty fun game, and it's very unique, too. I mean, Luigi gets to save Mario, after all, and he gets to be his own hero. But outside of that, he's also had some of his own games. I mean, even though they're just constant remakes or rip-offs of Mario's games, New Super Luigi U, Dr. Luigi. I mean, sure, but at least Luigi gets to have his own journey and his own time in the spotlight. And despite being a coward, Luigi's actually proven sometimes, from time to time, to be brave. And you can't help but to feel bad for Luigi. He's trying to be a hero just like his older brother, and I can respect him for that. I mean, I know we all want to be Luigi's friend because he's just that unique to his brother. And besides, he even had his own year, the Year of Luigi. Man, that was a great time. Like, when are we gonna get another Year of Luigi? Like, maybe we should get Year of Luigi too. I'm serious. Come on, let's give Luigi some more spotlights, eh?
I'm Luigi, number 1.
Number 4 is going to Yoshi. Alright, so Mario's little dino pal debuting in Super Mario World has left a big impression on all of us. He basically lives on this island called Yoshi's Island, full of Yoshis, where they all live together in peace and harmony. And Yoshi actually ties into Mario's backstory, sort of, as when Mario was a baby and he and Luigi were kidnapped by Kamek. Well, Mario was knocked out from the stork and landed on Yoshi's Island, while Luigi was kidnapped by Kamek. Yoshi and his brethren volunteered to help Mario get his brother back and bring them back home. And then years later, they would meet and team up again so that they could stop Bowser. Man, that is such a wonderful and unique adventure that these guys freaking have. And Yoshi is just so cute and adorable, and his games are so awesome. You just can't help but to love the little green dino. And Yoshi's also proven to be a very helpful partner throughout the years. I mean, he's very great at eating his enemies, turning them into eggs, or throwing his eggs at the opponents. Yoshi is just a wonderful character, and no matter what sorts of games or what sorts of adventures Yoshi has, I'll always be looking forward to it, because Yoshi never fails to surprise me anyways. And coming in at number 3, we have the big mustache face of Nintendo himself, and the main representative of this franchise, Mario himself. Alright, so Mario makes it as my 3rd favorite Mario character of all time, and here's why. Okay, so we already know who Mario is. He's the face of Nintendo, he's one of the most recognizable video game characters of all time, and basically he's a plumber alongside his brother Luigi. Basically, they were taken into the Mushroom Kingdom, and after finding out that Princess Peach is captured by Bowser, they decide to stick along and rescue her. And I don't know how Mario never gets tired of rescuing Princess Peach, but from the looks of it, I think when he first entered the Mushroom Kingdom, he was probably having a fun time of his life. Like, I know it's kind of weird, but still, Mario has a lot of fun adventures throughout his years, and he's such a wonderful hero. He's a hero that we all would love to look up to, because he's so optimistic and so brave, too. And plus, he also likes to bring in the fun, especially when he likes to invite his enemies and his friends over to have some fun games, like playing Mario Party, or go-kart racing, playing tennis, golf, soccer, whatever type of sports that they do. It's all very unique, and it's a very fun competition for Mario to bring throughout the games, and it's wonderful. So Mario is just one of the greatest characters, not gonna lie.
It's me, Mario!
Okay, at number 2, we have my 2nd favorite Mario character of all time, Waluigi. Yes, I said it, Waluigi. You got a problem with that, Nintendo fans? Well, of course you guys don't, because I know most of you like Waluigi. But yes, Waluigi is my favorite character as well. So basically, why Waluigi is my second favorite is because, well, not much is said about Waluigi, but he's some sort of... I think he's supposed to be Wario's friend or brother. Like, the relationship with Wario and Waluigi are unknown, but basically he debuted in Mario Tennis just to be Wario's partner, but he's grown to be more than that because throughout the years, through his later appearances in Mario Kart, Mario Party, and all those other Mario games, Waluigi has left a big impression on all of us, and it was fun to have him around throughout the games because Waluigi is just so cool and so fun to have around. And he's very unique throughout the series, and he's proven to be such a wonderful character. And he's quite the fancy, amazing character. I mean, he likes to dance around with roses and stuff. Like, he's quite the good dancer, and he's pretty cool and fashionable, unlike his brother. And plus, he does so many cool things. Like, he's constantly trying to show off how cool he is. And come on, Waluigi is trying to be cool, and we all want to be cool. Like, why can't we all be as cool as Waluigi? He's just so cool. And I know I'm also one of those people who is sad that he never got in Smash, but just one day Waluigi will finally get the respect that he deserves, and hopefully he'll get his own spin-off game where he'll get even more respect. Come on, Nintendo, think about it.
Waluigi #1.
Okay, so before we get to my number one pick on the list, as always, here are some honorable mentions, and there's quite a lot, you know. Wario, the Koopalings, Princess Peach, Diddy Kong, Dixie Kong, Cranky Kong, Funky Kong, Geno, Fawful, Cackletta, Count Bleck, 9 Volt, Young Cricket, Cat and Ann, Kamek, King Boo, Toad, and Toadette. Okay, everyone, and now it's time for my number one favorite Mario character of all time. You all know who this is. You guys know I love this character so much. I mean, that's why my channel is so dedicated to this one character. My number one favorite Mario character, of course, being Pink Gold Peach. No, I'm just joking. You all know who it is. My favorite Mario character is Bowser Jr. I mean, why do you think I'm called Bowser Jr. Fan 13, huh? But yes, Bowser Jr. is my number one favorite Mario character, and for these reasons, Bowser Jr. being the one and only son of Bowser has been introduced into Super Mario Sunshine, and in his debut, he basically disguised himself as Shadow Mario and went to Isle Delfino to frame Mario so that he could be arrested and forced to do all this crazy work for these people. And he would also use this as an opportunity to kidnap Princess Peach for Bowser, because Bowser apparently lied to Junior, telling him that Peach is his mother. But is she really? Because we never really know about that. But of course, Bowser Jr. of course knows that Bowser lied this whole time, but even though he lied, he still wants to fight Mario and kidnap Peach alongside his father, because he just wants to make him proud and he wants to make him happy. And I feel like I can relate to Bowser Jr. because we all as children just want to make our parents happy and want to make them proud, because that's how we all feel in our lives. But yes, anyways, another thing that I love about Bowser Jr. is that despite all of his appearances in many other Mario games and spin-offs, I really love his boss fights throughout the Mario games, because they become quite unique, and he's quite smart for a young child. Like, for some examples, in Mario and Luigi Dream Team, I love how in his boss fight, every time you use the bro moves or special moves, Bowser Jr. would tickle you and take away your special moves so that you can't use them again. That's very unique and very smart too. And I really love how his Super Mario Galaxy boss fights become very unique. I mean, he sends out a giant robot and a giant squid to attack you, and of course he'll fight you in his airship. That's in the first game, but in the second game he sends out a giant dragon snake, and he also sends out Well, he will fight you in his giant mecha robot, shooting bullet bills and slamming you with hammers. And in his third and final fight in Galaxy 2, he makes a big giant tank that's also a vacuum full of fire bars and electric cannons. And it has wheels too. And that's honestly a pretty good invention for Bowser Jr. Like, I really like Bowser Jr.'s boss fights. They're just so fun. Like, whenever I see him in a game and whenever I have to fight him or play as him, it makes me so happy because Bowser Jr. is just very, very unique. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is why Bowser Jr. is my #1 favorite Mario character.
Yahoo! I'm the best!
And that's all we have for today, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think of my list? Do you agree or do you disagree? Let me know in the comments down below who is your favorite Mario character, and I'll see you guys in the next birthday video. Peace out, everyone.